All right, here we are with head coach of the Wyalusing Rams, Rich Rogers. Welcome to PAFootballnews.com.
Thank you.
Let's first start by you telling us how you got here.
Well, I'll go back to my time in Troy. I was assistant coach for probably 6 years and then got hired as the head coach the fall of 2003. Troy had been 0-10 the year before, the 0-2 season, and I took over as a brand new, inexperienced guy and quickly went 0-9. So 19 straight losses before we got our first win against Canton in the Old Shoe in 03. So I coached here for 4 years in Troy. The end of the 06 season, I was not brought back. Totally my fault. Got a little bit of pride. My head got a little too big for the room and made quite a few mistakes, and the board, rightly so, did not bring me back. Coaching was the only job I ever loved. I've done a lot of different things, and it was the only job I ever loved, and I was devastated to have lost that position. Made it through with a lot of help from good friends and a pastor friend of mine, and God's help. Made it through that time, but missed it so much that I had to still be on the sidelines Friday night. So I got hired by the Daily Review to be a sports reporter. So for the next 18 years, I was covering football on the sidelines for the Daily Review. Was able to be close, and be out there Friday night, so enjoyed that. But eventually, over the years, the fire that I had in my belly, I thought had gone away. I figured, okay, that was a fun chapter of my life, but it's gone now. It's over, and I moved on. And like I said, I did my other work, as a teacher and a painter in the summers, and pretty much moved on. And my wife and I were working from Florida this past winter, and I just happened to be thumbing through my phone, PA football coaching positions, and I saw a Wyalusing job open. And as soon as I saw it, the little fire started burning, and I thought, that's strange. I thought that was over. I thought that chapter of my life was over, and apparently it's not. So, my wife and I prayed about it. She said go for it, so I went ahead and put in. Didn't think I had much of a chance, but ended up getting hired at Wyalusing, and got in there my first year with the Rams. So anybody who's ever had a second chance at something they love, they can tell you how special that is. So.
Absolutely. Coming into this year, it must have been tough for you to build a staff from scratch. Could you tell us about how you went about that?
Sure. First of all, again, as a man of faith, I went right to prayer, asked God, okay, find me the right people, help me with this, Everybody that I interviewed, I had two criteria. Number one, you're going to love the kids in this program. And then number two, you're going to be loyal to me and what I want to do. So we're all pulling in the same direction. And I was able to find the assistants who met both criteria. So my son Selden is on staff, and then we have 4 former Wyalusing Ram players who are also on staff with us. So a good mix, a couple Troy boys, 4 Wyalusing guys.
Yeah.
But again, 6 people who love the kids and are all pulling in the same direction. So,
that's what it takes.
Yeah.
You're facing a tough Mount Carmel team this Saturday, kind of a David and Goliath. How do you prepare your team to face that kind of adversity?
The first thing I told them was, you guys wanted to win, okay? You've done it now, you're 6-4. If you look at the AA playoff as a club, let's say, okay, you've only ever seen the outside of it. You wanted in, okay? Now you've won, now you're 6-4, now you're gonna get to see what the inside looks like, okay? So this Saturday, we're gonna get to see what the inside of the club looks like. We wanted to belong, we wanted in, well now you're in, and this is what it looks like. We're in the bottom of the bracket, you've got historic Mount Carmel, first game, somehow you win that. You're looking at the winner of Southern and their opponent. So it's a tough bracket, obviously. 2 great programs there. But tongue in cheek now, one of the things I told the kids, and I have it written on a whiteboard in our locker room, if you follow the trail, here's how it goes. Southern Columbia lost to Mount Carmel this year. Mount Carmel lost to Milton this year. Milton lost to South Williamsport this year. South Williamsport lost to Muncie this year. Muncie lost to Wellsboro week 1 as their only loss. We beat Wellsboro.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I tell you, you follow the trail far enough, you know,
Yep.
there's where it leads, so.
How are things looking for next year? Are you losing a lot of kids? Do you have some great young kids coming up? Are the kids that are returning looking forward to the 2024 season? Obviously, the postseason's right next door here in the next few days, but like you guys got to look ahead as well.
Oh yeah, we've all peeked ahead, you know, and we are losing 10 seniors. You know, that's a pretty good sized group. Great kids. They provided great leadership for the younger guys this year. But at the same time, like I said, we're starting 2 sophomores. We're starting several juniors, both sides of the ball, so they're all coming back. You know, the stuff that we want to do, run the football, like I said, 3 of our 5 offensive linemen return. 4 of the 5 running backs that we have rotated through are returning, so we have a good, you know, a good group coming back that are already in the system and have gone through a whole year of what we want to do. So yeah, we excited about what we have coming back. Hoping that we get some more kids out. We only had 29 kids on the squad this year,
Wow.
so we didn't have enough for a JV team, which really hurt. I felt bad for the 9 freshmen we have on the squad. They had to learn football on Friday nights, which is tough.
Yeah,
You know, 14-year-old kids learning against 18-year-old kids. It's no easy task. So I'm hoping that with the success we've had this year, I'm hoping that more kids will come out. I'm hoping we have enough to have a JV squad, and then things can go. You know, those 14, 15-year-olds can be learning on Monday nights where they should be.
Yeah, yep.
So, yeah.
All right, I want to thank you, Rich, for taking the time in your busy schedule to meet with me. We here at PAFootballNews.com look forward to working with you for the next upcoming years. And good luck this weekend. And as always, PAFootball.com. This is Lindsey Bennett. Thanks for watching.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, Rich.
All righty.